here at Farmstead, and this is still MLE Sports GG2. We have an exciting matchup for you guys tonight between the Dodgers and Sharks, and here with me is Atomic. Atomic, how you doing?
Hey. Yeah, man, I'm doing all right. Ready for some Dodgers against the Sharks, and I think it's ready to get underway. Both of these teams putting up some pretty good pairings tonight.
Yeah, this should definitely be a good matchup. This is the Master League, so this is GC around 15 to 1600 MMR, so this should definitely be something to see for sure. We're going to get our players in here. We're running a little late, so we want to get this action started right away for you, so we are going to jump right into it right now.
And the first kickoff is going to go underway, and Water and Furphy go at it. It's going to go right back over to Chaos Raju, and a passing play already right off the bat.
Yeah, starting off passing, this seems to be sort of, the first game is always sort of the feel out sort of game, so we're going to see kind of what is in store for us between these players. We didn't mention it before, but on the field we've got Furphy and Mr. Bear RL, and then on the side of the Sharks we've got Water and Chaos Raju. So we'll see. We got a ceiling shot attempt. That one gonna fall just short of going in. This one's still a little bit dangerous. Water's gonna try to put that one away. He gets the double touch off the crossbar, calculated in the chat. That was a great first goal here for the Sharks.
Yeah, I mean, what more of a calculation can you have when falling over upside down when the ball comes straight to you? Absolutely pretty good play by Water. And just moving on next time, I mean, it looks like the Dodgers had a few issues there on defense. They got a shot off with the kickoff, and it comes just wide on the left side. Mr. Bear still up in the air with this. The Sharks are going to have a dealing with that. Sending it right away down towards for Furphy, and Furphy's going to punch it back down in his own corner. And a shot attempt from the Sharks goes just wide, and the ball's coming back once again.
Oh, you really wish you would have put that open net in. That is a little unfortunate there for the Sharks. About to take a 2-goal lead, but not able to put that one in. It's getting a little chippy out there. These players seem to be, oh, and as we see a demo there, speaking of chippy, these players are definitely feeling each other out. We've seen a couple backflips. We've seen a little bit of missed touches coming out of these players right out of the gate. That open net miss, though, that is definitely hopefully not going to come back to haunt Chaos Raju, who's just going to put that one in without seemingly doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest, the two plays that have gone in here, not exactly the biggest Grand Champ plays I've ever seen in my life, but I will admit that there's been some good rotational efforts by both teams, and they haven't let exactly every shot go in, but it seems that the Dodgers are just struggling with a little bit of defensive coordination.
Yeah, we saw the Dodgers almost put in that goal right off the kickoff. That would have been very, very opportune for them to put that in. And then we saw Mr. Bear sort of struggle to get that ceiling shot full of boost. The Dodgers definitely need to get their act cleaned up, I would say, as we see this one kind of floating dangerously. Mr. Bear is not going to have any boost to play with it, though, so he has to let that one go. And the Sharks are going to be back on attack here.
Back on attack, the Dodgers still right back down. Water doing good, nice on the back wall. Ball's coming up towards the Dodgers half, and looks like this time they're going to tuck it away for a nice dribble play. Water defending on this one. He's going to get a backflip touch on that one. Furphy's still able to control on this one. Two of the Dodgers are shooting the ball. Nice flick. It is just hit the crossbar. The Dodgers are struggling, and the Sharks are trying to get something going here. The Dodgers are just trying to peel it back in. It's just so close to going in there.
I have not seen a ball stick on the goal line like that in a very, very long time. That is super unfortunate because it was a great shot from Furphy, and another one, and another one. He puts that one in, finally getting that goal to go for the Dodgers.
Yeah, that took a lot of effort there for the Dodgers. The Sharks had a lot of defensive pressure, but I think the boost finally ran out on their side. The Dodgers finally able to get a nice clean ball in there. Not really any kind of problem for them on that shot. It's just the shots leading up to it where it took so much work. Mr. Bear now on the same position he was last time with the ball in his half, and it goes right down to his middle.
Yeah, it just goes to show if you keep up pressure, good things will happen. That is exactly what the Dodgers were doing there, and that is exactly the kind of pressure that's going to net you goals, especially at Grand Champ level, with everybody being so on their game as that one just slips by the goal. No danger here for the Dodgers quite yet, but Water has got something to say about that as he's putting one up Chaos Raju not there to follow that up. He's going to knock this one over to Magic Bear, who's going to try to get this one center, looking for one more. Is not going to find it on target. Unfortunate there for the Dodgers, looking to get this game tied. They've got just over 90 seconds left in this game. Still a lot of time, and definitely a comebackable game here still for him.
And Water's up in the air. It's going to put it down towards the corner. Water once again passing to his teammate. Can his teammate finish it off? It's Water Bear is going to be there just in time. Mr. Bear, rather. Water sending it once again. Constant pressure from the Sharks here. He's going to have a touch here, and it's going to go in from the ceiling shot touch. That's a clean one if I see one.
That is a great shot coming from Water off the ceiling. The patience to hold that flip to the very last second. I don't know what the Dodgers were thinking was going to happen, but Water, given enough time, is going to put those goals in pretty much every single time.
The ball sitting up in the air, coming right down towards Chaos. Chaos is going to have to deal with it. Mr. Bear is going to be there to get there. Water's going to take it down to his own corner. He's going to put it across the net. Chaos Raju getting boost. Mr. Bear sending it right to his teammate. His teammate's there, going to get 50 by Chaos Raju. Mr. Bear's on the ball once again, contested by Water. Water's going to slow touch this one. He's going to backflip and get more possessional touch here. Mr. Bear is going to 50-50 towards the middle. Dodgers Furby's going to get there in time. He's going to set his shot off. He's going to go for an air dribble. Water's there to defend it. Ball's in the corner. He's going to get rushed in by the Dodgers. The Dodgers have a streaming chance here. It's going to be in the third half of the field, and Water's going to take care of it accordingly. And now a little bit of awkward touch. He's going to let his teammate opt in to come get it. Mr. Bear's going to contest. He's going to go right towards the middle, towards the Dodger side.
Yeah, Dodgers are moving a little slow here given the situation that they find themselves in. They need to get a goal really quickly here, as this one's going to get pinched downfield, and it's going to be an open net for Mr. Bear, rather, and he's going to put that one in. The Dodgers are now within one. They need to get one more in 15 seconds. That's going to be a tall order based on what we've seen so far.
There we go. It was just simple, clean goal for the Dodgers there, just to get past the Sharks defense. A great job there by the Dodgers. The Sharks are now going to have in the lead just by one this time, not with the security goal, and it's going to be quite a tough one for them. See the ball with the 5 seconds ticking down. Seems that if anything needs to happen, the Sharks need to try to score here, and there it goes, touches down on the field. The Sharks take the win on the first game of the 5-game series. Water and Chaos Raju, good on them for that one.
Yeah, Furphy nearly put that goal in at the last second, but a big save, I believe, coming from Water is going to keep that one clean, and that's going to give the Sharks their first win. Game one, a lot of pressure coming from Furphy and a lot of pressure coming from the Sharks and Chaos Raju and Water. Didn't see a lot coming from Mr. Bear. I don't think he had a shot on goal until a shot on target until he got that goal at the very end there. Definitely going to want to see a little bit more out of him. I'm going to sort of put it off as first game jitters, and we're going to see these Dodgers and these Sharks kind of clean things up and get a little bit more controlled, and we're going to see some more passing to the middle, more shots on target, and more big-time saves, especially from the Dodgers seeing 0 saves on the board. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it there. You can see it in front of you, but the Furphy had 7 shots with Mr. Bear's 1 against Water and Chaos, who both had 3 and 2 respectively. 5 against 8 shots is it's kind of a hard defeat and a hard pill to take there. Knowing that you did quite a lot on offense against the Sharks, and the Sharks were able to prevail with their defense, so good on them, on the Sharks. But, I mean, if you're the Dodgers, you just know that you had a couple chances that could have gone in, and you could have made that game yours. Furphy definitely especially feeling that, and I think that it's going to be quite a close game for this next one again, as we saw in the first game.
Yeah, and both teams definitely had chances to kind of put themselves ahead, get away from sort of the close game that we did have. It's just a matter of putting those shots on target and getting those chances kind of over and over again, the repeat chances, sort of keeping the pressure on. So we'll see if the Dodgers can do that, and we'll see if Mr. Bear is able to sort of step up and add a little bit more pressure, as he's going to have an open net. That one's just going to roll the entire length of the field all the way down, and Magic Bear starting the second game off strong.
Oh my, you saw Water jump up for that aerial. He's actually going to get a goal himself, but he missed the ball just a little bit. Mr. Bear able to take the ball and just calmly put it in. Great job there by Mr. Bear, getting a goal in the very first 30 seconds of the game. And we are now 1-0 with the Dodgers.
Yeah, and when you take a loss in the first game of a series, you definitely want to sort of come out in that next game and come out strong, and that's exactly what the Dodgers were doing until they let that one in. I don't know what happened. Again, Chaos Raju is kind of like that Luigi meme. It's sort of like Luigi scores by doing nothing, and that's exactly what Chaos Raju has done in this game and the last one. Just really putting it not even on target. That was just put in by the Dodgers, and that is just an awkward ball, and it just goes to show the more you put it towards the net, the more chances you're going to have to score, and the Sharks are very thankful for that fact.
There it is. Mr. Bear is going to get the ball after a Shark approach. He's going to put it into his own corner, getting a 100 boost. He's going to control the ball calmly, get it on top of his hood. He's going to get it past Water. Water's going to struggle to touch that ball. Chaos Rogers going to be in the way for a 50-50. Can Water get here for this follow-up? Mr. Bear's going to miss the ball on a courting so that he doesn't touch it to anybody else. Here we go. Chaos Roger with a failed pass attempt by Water, but a good one at that. More of those. They will connect eventually. Chaos Raju putting the ball down calmly for his teammate. And then once again, the Dodgers going to have a breakaway, but this time Chaos Raju is going to be back on defense for this. It's going to go back towards the mid boost on the right side. This is going to stay calm in the midfield. We're going to have a passing attempt once again. Water, a little bit awkward. He's going to try to give it back to his teammate. Bumps his teammate in accidentally, but still the Sharks have control, and it gets a 50-50 by Mr. Bear. And now looks like the Sharks are just struggling. It's going to be a lot of bumping plays. It almost was going to work. Unfortunately, it was the Dodgers behind the ball. Water's going to take a aerial. It's going to be just a little bit wide with low boost there. Furby's going to have a clean shot. Can Chaos Roger get back? Yes, he can. And it's going to put it down towards his own corner.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure exactly what to come in with to say. We were seeing sort of moments of really good ball pressure and ball control coming from the Sharks, but then it would be sort of overshadowed by just, for lack of a better word, just pure awkwardness between the two teammates. Definitely need to get a little bit of communication going between these guys so that they don't sort of spoil the chances that they get when they have this much possession. They've had control of this ball basically uninterrupted for the last, I want to say, minute or so. They just need to sort of get in communication with each other so they can take advantage of it. And here we see Chaos Raju putting another one in front of the net, and Water is there right away to follow that up. But the Dodgers are going to try their best to get this one out. Not quite out. Now they're going to start a counterattack. Both Shark players on their heels here.
Ball's going to be flying towards the Sharks' goal, but they deal with it. They deal with it well. And they're going to rush it over towards the Dodgers side. It's just going to get a pass out to Water. Water's going to take a defensive stance here and not let the ball pass them too far. The Dodgers are coming in on this corner. Water's going to get a pass one with a 50-50 down to the other side. Chaos Rogers' ball now on this one. He's going to get past Furphy. He's going to have an open field in front of him. Can he get it anywhere near Water for a second goal and the lead in the second game? A minute 30, and we've been a long time without a goal. And I think that what's going to need to happen is a little bit of passing opportunities. Chaos Rogers is going to do the passing, but it's going to go towards Mr. Bean instead. Furphy's going to send it back down, and Mr. Bean is the Sharks going to get there. They are. Chaos Raju now in full control. Looks like the Dodgers are going to have a little bit of boost issues coming back on this one, and so is Chaos. Chaos is going to take the mid by themselves, and Water's going to take a double tap. Absolute amazing play by Chaos there with the demos.
Yeah. The double bump followed by the double touch. That is a great play coming out of the Sharks to take the lead. They have now doubled their score, and the Dodgers are in double the amount of trouble. I don't know how many more doubles I can fit into this little this color commentary, but the Dodgers now in trouble. We need to see another goal out of them, and that is not the way to do it. That is going to be hard to keep out, but Furphy is able to do just that. Now Magic Bear puts a shot, but that is going to be easy. It would have been easily saved by Water had he taken a proper touch, but he's going to go ahead and hit his wheels on that, and that is going to be a little bit of trouble here for the Sharks. If Furphy can get this in front of him, he can find himself a goal. A lot of awkwardness coming from all players, and now Chaos Raju with a back pass is going to end up own goaling because his teammate was demoed by somebody else that was bumped. That is the most dysfunctional play that I've ever seen to tie up a game, but here we are, tied in game 2. We've got 40 seconds left, and I can't tell you what's going to happen next because this has just been very, very unpredictable.
It feels like the Sharks are trying to take Pikachu and their Team Rocket. They're just kind of fumbling over themselves because they don't really have too much team coordinates here. I mean, I believe that they do. They've been communicating with each other. It's just unlucky that Water, may be having a little bit of bump on his teammate or something. But they're just struggling to be sent away by an electric shot or something. So, I mean, Chaos Raju is doing a good job of setting up his teammate Water. Water's doing a good job of receiving them. The Dodgers, however, are making it awkward for them. That after that play develops, it makes it into a stalemate. And like we've seen, there's not been too many goals. It's almost going to go in there. The Dodgers are going to clear it away. But the stalemates have been all too infuriating for both of these teams. Ball still up in the air, and it's going to get set down. Yeah.
And we find ourselves in overtime. I can't believe that we're actually here.
Yeah, 2-2, and it's been quite a ride for this game. And looks like another ceiling shot attempt by Water. Water's going to set it down just near hitting that ball. Chaos Raju setting it up in the air to stall some time so he's making it back. Chaos Raju now on the ball once again after a Furphy sent ball. Chaos Raju going to put it up high. Water's going to have to receive, but the Dodgers are going to take control of this. No one in the air for this, so Dodgers are going to take another shot at that. The ball's going to go eerily towards the top corner. And now Water has control. Mr. Bear is going to shadow this towards the left side of the field. Water's going to set it in. It's going to be awkward enough that he just puts it in with an assist from the other team and a great pressure advancement by Water.
Yeah, and this is just why they tell you do not follow the ball when you're rotating back. Mr. Bear there is going to be the one that inadvertently put that ball on the course into the net and caused the Sharks to get this win. Furphy just unable to get himself fully on the other side of that ball to keep it out. And that is just a feels bad moment. That was a fun game. I was going to say halfway through that game that it seemed like the players had finally sort of gotten their stride, sort of had figured out what they needed to do to kind of communicate with each other and to get some proper touches on the ball. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that last minute kind of just turned into the little, I can't think of the show, but the sort of just the people running in and out of doors, just back and forth. It was absolutely insane. I don't know what that was, but the tail of this game, I think, is going to be the bumping plays that we saw. We saw a lot of demos, a lot of bumps, and a lot of bumps causing goals. So what is going to be the storyline of this third game coming up? What do you think?
I just can't tell you. I mean, the Sharks have won the past 2 games, so they've done a pretty good job there. The Dodgers have been trailing just behind, however.
Not.
Oh, and I think Atomic might have had somebody yelling in the background, so I will take over. We're going to get right into this third game. We're going to get right into it. I think the tail of this game is going to be more bump plays because it seemed to work out whenever our teams decided to go ahead and do that. The Sharks, I believe, got 2 of their goals out of bump plays, so I think that they are going to be willing to sort of bet that is going to be something that they can do, as this ball is going to be high off the corner straight down. A little awkward coming out here from the Dodgers, as we've got Furphy being a little bit patient here. He's going to take a demo from Water. I don't see where this ball is going, but Mr. Bear is going to be up for it, and he's going to play this one in the corner and out. But it's only going to go as far to Water, as Furphy's going to have to take a challenge there to stop a goal. But now he's got an opportunity. Water, out looking for demos, isn't going to be there to be on defense. And now Chaos Raju going for a bit of the same. That's a bad 50 to take if you are the Sharks. And we have the Dodgers once again opening up the scoring. That is, again, what you want to see. They weren't able to find the wins in the first 2 games. The series still not over for them, but it's going to be very, very difficult if they're not the ones that are putting up the scoring first. It's going to be probably nearly impossible if they're not the ones that are going to be scoring first, as we see Chaos Raju put this one into the corner. He's going to be looking to make this awkward for the Dodgers. That is when they are able to score. Water, though, is going to be able to catch the clearance coming from the Dodgers, but Furphy up early for this, and Magic Bear coming in kind of out of nowhere, I think, for the Sharks. He's able to put that one in, but it's just not a very effective touch. He wasn't able to keep that one sort of under control for himself. As we see this ball sort of start to ping pong around, Water lines up the shot. Both Dodgers commit. Now Mr. Bear up for the shot. He's not got quite enough boost, not quite the right angle to get up there, and no goal is going to come from it, as both teams again were just back and forth. This is a very long time without a goal being scored, as that one going to be rung just wide there by Mr. Bear. Furphy looking to get this one out, but Chaos Raju's going to put this one right back into the corner. Follows it there, not able to get that one center, and Water is going to have to retreat on this one. Not sure what he's got for boost in the tank, but he's making that awfully that challenge awfully close to his own goal line. Furphy's going to put this one on the crossbar, not able to follow it up for the double touch, and now Mr. Bear is going to have to get back. He is able to do just that. Chaos Raju plays this one over to Water, but he's going to get dunked by Mr. Bear, who gets bumped out of the way. And now we see a 50 Furphy. That's a good, strong 50. That one's going to be on target, but not in, as the save comes out from Chaos Raju, able to keep that one out. But the Dodgers aren't done scoring yet. They're going to put this one right back into the half. That one's going to be off the corner. Mr. Bear not quite able to find that touch, and that is unfortunate, because that would have been a great opportunity. Water, I think, wanted to get that redirect. He's going to find a double touch off the corner. That's going to be awfully awkward there for him. Chaos Raju takes a 50. That's dangerous. Furphy's going to put it back on target, but Water there for the save. Chaos Raju can't get the touch to go, and now the Sharks once again looking dangerous. And oh, just as I say that, the Dodgers try to get something going for their own, but Mr. Bear gets corralled off that ball, as Furphy is going to be up for this challenge. It's a weak one. Water's got an open net to shoot at. Can he put it on target? And it's not going to be. And Magic Bear is able to find that clear. That is a great clearance from him. Furphy puts that one onto target, but one player gets demoed. Chaos Raju now having an open net, and he is going to get this game tied up. We've got 1-1 with 90 seconds left. And as we see, this game is once again becoming the game of the demos. The Sharks taking full advantage of that awkward opportunity that they had against it. A 1v2. One just takes out the other guy, and the other guy just has an open net to shoot at. And that is exactly what I thought was going to happen. And that is what happened, as we see Water get the fake on one. Can't get it past Furphy, though, as he's going to get that save. Water goes all the way around, collects all of the boost within the area, and Chaos Raju, that's a good 50. The Dodgers are going to be bound to be out of boost, but Furphy luckily gets that corner boost as it spawns, and another one, but Water finds an open net. I don't know if he got bumped, but that was an open net to shoot at, and Water not able to put that one away. Dodgers looking to counterattack here. That's going to be played to the corner by Mr. Bear. Furphy tries to get it a little bit further, but he can't. And Magic Bear good to stop it there before midfield, but the Sharks are just swarming at this ball. They are all over it, putting it off the sidewall, putting it off the back wall. And the Dodgers, as much as the Sharks are putting it back on target and putting it back into their zone, they are there for it. This has been a huge battle at the midfield. We have not seen a lot of shots compared to the first two games, as the Dodgers look to clear this one down. That's going to be a strong clear. Water's going to backflip, a little awkward there. Furphy with the absolute biggest 50-50 is able to put that one straight into the net. 9 seconds to go, and the Dodgers are going to be on top. And that is just a very opportune goal there for Furphy. They're going to be able to hold this out, I think, as Water is going to try to get this one into overtime. The Dodgers need to be on this ball. Both of them commit. That is going to be a little dangerous, as this ball is close to being kept up. But the Dodgers are going to take this win in Game 3, and they are definitely looking poised to take this. That was the best that they looked the entire time. And that is definitely going to bode well for them going throughout the series. That's a huge momentum boost in their favor. And and yeah, this is definitely turned into a little bit of a series here. We'll see what the Dodgers are able to do, they're going to have to keep up that amount of momentum that they had. And let's quickly, if we want, we can take a little bit of look at the stats here. Very, very, very even matchup. The Dodgers finally finding a way to get their sort of saves in order and able to find some saves. The first couple of games, we didn't find any. They got 4 in this game out of 5 shots. So that is definitely a very, very staunch improvement here for the Dodgers as we are going to get this next game underway. And we're going to hop into it right now. Game 4 coming at you. Let's see if in this game we can get Mr. Bear to get some of the scoring done. He's been sort of the support player. Furphy's kind of been the one that's first to all these sort of shots. And Chaos Raju and Water have just sort of been in tandem, putting on as much pressure as the Dodgers allow them to. So as long as we see sort of both teams sort of do what they did in that last game that we just saw, it's going to be a very, very good match and probably another shootout like we just saw. As this game is now underway, Furphy's going to take a 50. That one's off the ceiling. It doesn't seem like anybody's got any boost because no one wants to go for the ball. Furphy gonna be the one to finally commit to it, and that one, another 50 by Magic Bear this time, is gonna put that one into the net. The Dodgers have once again opened up the scoring, and that is quite the way to do it there. If you are a Dodgers fan, you've got to like to see that. It bodes well. They won the last game scoring first. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum, as this kickoff is going to go in the favor of the Sharks. Water taking his time. He's got this one off the backboard. He's going to look to double tap. Not going to find it. Can't quite get the angle, but Chaos Raju right back on the ball. Looks to take a 50. That is a strong one at that, and he's going to find a demo. Now he's looking for another one. He's not going to find it on Furphy, but he looks to get Mr. Bear one more time for good measure, I guess. He wasn't in net. He was just getting back on the respawn. He was able to dodge it, though. And now the Sharks, they smell blood in the water. They want to get this one in, and they want to get it quick. That's going to be awkward for the Dodgers. They put that one above their own net. Chaos Raju didn't commit on it, and we see once again another demo, but a miraculous save coming from Magic Bear, able to keep that one out. A little bit more power there from the Sharks, and that one I think goes home, as we see a good patient 50 coming from Chaos Raju, but the Dodgers there to send it back to the back wall, and Furphy's gonna look to find a shot. That one's gonna be just wide. Chaos Raju playing this one to the wall, and the Dodgers starting to do some demoing of their own on their defensive half nonetheless, and that's gonna be put to the corner there by Chaos Raju, not quite able to find another touch to follow that one up. Chaos Raju right back on attack. That's gonna be flicked over one. He's gonna look for the center. Furphy gonna be there to find he's gonna find an open net. I don't even have to say anything about finding the midfield or finding a 50. He's just gonna touch that ball, gonna slow play it a little bit. Magic Bear coming in with a strong bump, and he is gonna make that as easy as it gets for Furphy, just needing to walk it in. And we're going to see this kickoff go in favor of the Dodgers. Everybody retreats to their corners to grab boosts, and we're going to see Chaos Raju get it past one. He's got one to beat. It's Furphy. He's going for a demo. Not going to find it. Furphy able to avoid that. But Water, he's been dangerous off the wall and off the ceiling. He's not going to find a flip reset or anything like that. And Mr. Bean's going to put this one on. That is top shelf, and he is going to take that. The Dodgers starting to run away with this one. It is looking bleak here for the Sharks. All of the momentum they had winning the first 2 games seems to be gone, as the Dodgers are making a comeback of epic proportions as far as mentality in this game. They are just seemingly unstoppable, as we've seen 3 shots from them, all of them going in. That is just crazy efficient so far, and that one's not going to count as a shot, so they still are going to have a perfect shooting percentage in this 4th game here. And we're going to see yet another Sharks offensive opportunity squandered by a clear from the Dodgers. And that one's going to go down the course. Chaos needs to get this touch. It's going to be an awkward one. Mr. Bear looked for a center, but he couldn't find Furphy. Furphy backing off here is going to get that save. That is a great clear, and he's going to look to get another 50. Able to find contact on it. Mr. Bear up early, not quite able to read the trajectory off the ceiling, but now Furphy's going to find a touch. He could have put that on target. There was no one in net, but not quite able to get around the ball and put it on. These Dodgers are looking very, very dangerous as we see the Sharks look to get some demos going. Water gonna find the touch off the back wall and past Mr. Bear. That is great control coming out of him, knowing that the defender is deleted from the field. Just had to get one touch around him, and he's able to get this game back within 2. We've got just under 90 seconds left to go, and the Sharks certainly aren't out of it. We've seen great plays, especially from Water, as he's going to try to get this back flick over. Instead, finds a demo on Furphy. He's a little bit awkward again. This is the moments we saw in the first 2 games where we saw a little bit of awkwardness. No one wanting to sort of come in to help their team out, and everybody just kind of staying put. Furphy going to take that one right off the nose of Chaos Raju, and that's a good touch here from Water. He's got an open net. I don't think he even knew it. That's how good the touch was. I don't know what happened to the Dodgers on this play. Hopefully this replay will give us a little bit of intel. And it was just that one touch. That one touch near the wall was all it took to get Mr. Bear to dodge in the completely wrong direction. Water able to walk that one in, and now the Sharks are walking into only being 1 goal down, and that's a huge dunk coming from Chaos Raju, and this is going to be another opportunity here for the Sharks. They now seemingly have all of the momentum. The Dodgers haven't found any sort of pressure on the Sharks in the last 2 minutes or so. Not good news here for the Dodgers, just trying to hang on to the lead they've got now. And we see a 2-on-1 here. Chaos Raju nowhere to be found. He's going to bump his teammate back to the goal line. And now Water back on the attack, looking dangerous. 1v1 situation. But Furphy, strong clears he's had all night. And oh no! Chaos Raju can't find the clear. And that one is going to go in for the Dodgers. I can't believe it. No, that was so close, and that is unfortunate here for the Sharks. So close to getting this game tied back up. Ah, man, you hate to see it. As the Dodgers now just have to take all of this time off of the clock. They just got to waste a little bit more. That's going to be close to on target. That's going to be in. The Sharks have that door left open, just the slightest crack, and all the Dodgers have to do is stand in front of it and not let this goal, not let one more goal in. They have 4 seconds. Let's see if they can keep it out. This is going to be very, very tough here. That's going to be on target. That's going to be off the crossbar, and no one able to follow it up. The Dodgers skate by just by the skin of their teeth. If they had sharp teeth, they would be skinned. I don't exactly know what I'm trying to go for there, but the Dodgers are going to get away with a win, and we are going into a Game 5 without a series winner. That is definitely what you like to see. In MLE, we play all 5 matches. Not always necessary to find a series winner, but for this one, we are going to need a 5th one to figure out who the winner is. And as I look off to the right, it looks like I have someone coming to join me. I can't quite tell who he is yet, but I'm sure he'll be revealed soon. Oh, this is gonna be this will be good. All right, cool. So we are in the 5th game. We're gonna get right into it. As the time ticks down, I think what we've been seeing is Furphy and Water have sort of been the players to watch. They've been the ones that have really had the highlight reel goals. I know Chaos Raju did his little Luigi meme and was able to get some of those goals in without doing anything. But Water and Furphy are going to be the players to watch. They're the ones that are going to have to sort of propel their team past the other. And the thing to watch from Chaos Raju and Mr. Bear is how well they're able to support their teammates in doing that. We've seen Chaos Raju sort of take a back seat and let Water sort of do all of the heavy lifting, especially those plays at midfield. And that is sort of what I think they're going to try to do in this last game here as they try to find this win. Water going to start off making things real awkward here for the Dodgers, but the Dodgers don't seem to have a care in the world. They're going to put that one all the way back down. Magic Bear going to clear this one to his own corner, and Furphy going to be there to clean it up.
Hello, I'm replacing Atomic. I am done. I will be, at the very least, at the end of this series. I may or may not be going more tonight. Who knows? But I am here. Hello, friend. I am replacing Atomic.
Hey, Dud. Thanks for coming in.
How's the series been going?
This has been a great series. As we're going to see another shot go on target. I think we can skip the introductions for now. I appreciate you coming in, but this game is definitely starting off strong as we're seeing these players sort of feel out each other for the last game. We've seen almost 2 different teams show up for each one of the teams, and it's going to be difficult to say who's going to get up on top in this one. But Water going to take a great 50 and holds that power slide to stay in front. Furphy, though, able to get in front of it and clear that one away.
So I've only been here about a minute, but it seems evenly matched so far as Chaos going to look for a second touch off the ceiling. Is not going to find it. Has it been mostly like this the entire series?
So for the most part, yeah, we've been seeing these teams sort of kind of ping-pong it back and forth. We'll see very sporadic goal scoring as we're going to see this one get cleared all the way down. Furphy needs to make the read. He's going to find it, and that's going to be top shelf. The Dodgers, for the 4th game in a row now, have opened the scoring, and it has worked out pretty well for them the last 3. Or, I'm sorry, the last 2. What game? I don't even know what game we're on anymore.
Fortunate missed clear off the back wall will result in Furphy getting that goal. Just a matter of... They've had the lead 4 times this series so far, you said? It's a matter of if they can just keep that lead, as Water's going to bring that back into the blue zone.
And we see a demo coming out, and Water gonna be able to get the strong 50 out indeed. That is a crazy even 50 there. Furphy not quite able to keep his position.
That's one way to get that 50, yeah. That is incredible 50, honestly. Just well timed to run that clear and get a tie ball game here.
Yeah, that is definitely one way to tie up a game. This game has definitely been very, very demo heavy, and we're seeing once again the Sharks take full advantage of the demo mechanic, and Water gonna find that one from midfield, just able to float it in after he takes out one defender. The other one not gonna be able to get there.
No, and that's just a good heads-up play of being able to shoot that after that demo comes out. So good coordination there by the Sharks to recognize that the shot there was open, and they capitalized.
Yeah, and we're seeing Magic Bear getting bullied over there by Chaos Raju. Each of these teams is just so focused on taking the other one out. Ooh, that was a dangerously close shot there from, well, that one's just going to be in for Furphy. He's gonna tie this game up. And man, I don't want to say that I called it, but man, oh man, Furphy and Water, this is sort of just a battle to see who is the best. And right now, who's to say? It's a tie game, so it really could go either way. I will hold judgment until the end of this game.
And it was a good 50 by Mr. Bear to prevent a large clear coming in. And Water thought he had like all the time in the world to clear it, but he did not, and Furphy took advantage of it, and it's a tie ball game here again, 2-2 with less than 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, and I bet Chaos Raju wants that one back. He just missed that full boost pad there, not able to get a good shot. And we're going to see Chaos Raju put that one on target. Oh, no. I want to say that's the second time that he's done that this game, and this is game 5 with the game tied. That is definitely not the time that you want to be doing that, and oh, you feel bad. Or feels bad, maybe.
You hate to see it. I am no stranger to people own goaling in series. The last series I cast, there were 8 total own goals in that series.
8 total own goals. That's yes. Not nearly as bad as we've seen tonight, but man, oh man, that is just the worst moment to own goal that you could possibly have, as we see Chaos Raju narrowly avoiding another own goal by not touching that ball. That was a heads-up play here for him, as we see Water try to get the attack started. Furphy gonna fan on the challenge, and all right, you give one and you get one. That's just how it works.
Water will definitely take advantage of that unfortunate missed clear there by Mr. Bear, and we're shaping up to have an exciting game 5, but maybe not in the way we thought it would become exciting.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit like the end of game 2. I know you said you weren't watching, but it was an absolute just slugfest. There was bumps everywhere as we see the Sharks find a collision there on the the defensive end, and that's going to be a great shot, but an even better save coming from Mr. Bear, able to keep that tight angle shot out, and Water looking for a ground pinch, isn't going to find any power on it. And the Dodgers send it back, but here we go. It's just ping pong back and forth, but Chaos Raju flips the script. He doesn't want a pong to go with his ping. He's just going to ping it twice. And that one's going to go in for him. And the Sharks had the first 2 games. They took those first 2, and it was looking bleak for the Dodgers. But now they find themselves with a lead, 30 seconds left. Anything can still happen, but man, that's got to feel bad for the Dodgers getting that free one and then finding themselves down.
What a pass! Oh my god! Chaos Raju off the opponent's back wall, just putting that right down for Water. First, we can't get to it in time, and that's a really, really good assurance goal here in Game 5.
Yeah, I was definitely not expecting a goal to come, 5 seconds after they had just scored, but that is like shades of a lot. Just the pass coming off that back wall, that was just as perfect as you can get it. And now, oh no, everything falling apart for the Dodgers here in the final seconds. That is unfortunate, and the Sharks, insurance on top of insurance, looks like they are gonna take this one here.
That's gonna do it. Water really taking control here in Game 5, having 5 goals on 7 shots. Really putting the Sharks on his back here in Game 5. And the Sharks will be winning this series. Maybe getting another, but just for show, Chaos will get it. So improving the goal differential there for the Sharks is never a bad thing. Always results in good stuff, and the Sharks are gonna take this series.
What tiebreaker, like what level of tiebreaker is goal differential? Is it so it'd be like what, not series wins, it'd be game wins, series wins, shots, and then goal differential. So they're just making sure that they firmly have their spot in the playoffs or in the head-to-head tiebreakers down the course of the season here.
100%.
But yeah, that was definitely an interesting series. I am very, very surprised that we ended up with such a wide margin in that last game. It was, I mean, obviously it was very close until the very end. You got a feel for the Dodgers there, just sort of losing maybe a little bit of focus after they gave up that goal. But GG's to both teams. That was definitely a fun one to watch, or I hope it was a fun one to watch for everybody. It was definitely fun to cast. That was very interesting. It looks like we're going to head into a bit of a break as we get the next series over for you. But Dud the Bomb, thanks for coming over and helping me out with that last game.
No problem. Glad to be here.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back, everybody. Stay put.